Men and women both can't even find decent partners for their lives because they're so brainwashed by the media, by these male influencers talking about how all these 304s are going to cheat on you if you try dating them. And men are falling for it. Now people are actually starting to wake up and realize that everything they say is all garbage information that they're just spouting out of their mouths. But the damage has been done. You have these men growing up who think that all women are their enemies, when that's not true. If you have that mindset, you are going to have a rough life because women aren't the enemy. The problem is you. I remember when I got to university, I started seeing all the people around me start getting more girls. So naturally, I want to blend in and be like them and get more girls myself. And so I'm online, I'm on YouTube searching up how to get girls. And that's when the floodgates open. That's when all the red pill content that I can find comes to me. And exactly the ones I'm talking about. The ones where these dudes, bro, these grown ass men acting like little boys, preaching about not treating women with respect because they have nothing to offer you, because they're going to cheat on you, they're going to take everything you have if you marry them, and they're going to divorce you and take all your money. These are the type of men giving out advice to you because they're so traumatized and hurt from past relationships that they're passing their trauma onto you and teaching you these disgusting tactics to attract women. And me being like 17, 18, 19 years old who has like no experience with women, I'm gonna take this advice because I don't know any better, so of course I'm gonna follow it. And it works. Of course it works, but the problem is you're attracting damaged women that way. You're attracting women who are damaged and are only attracted to you because of the way you act, because of this act you've put on. Acting like I'm a high value man, bro. I don't text back women. They only text me, and I only text them when I want to go out with them and sleep with them, which is absolutely disgusting. Because once you stop acting like that, once you start developing feelings for this woman and you want to have a relationship with her, you want to marry her, she's out the door, bro. So I hope you had fun spending time with her, messing around with her, because you're not going to be able to keep her. And you shouldn't be able to, because you are the problem. Everybody wants to put blame on women, saying, oh, women mess up the dating market. Women are the reason why I can't have a nice quality wife one day. No, bro, because it all depends on you. Why don't you, instead of focusing on other people, what other people are doing, why don't you focus on yourself? Why don't you focus on developing standards for yourself, developing characteristics, quality traits of a high value man, a real high value man who actually has discipline, who actually can take care of their woman instead of just wanting to use them for their bodies? Because the problem with modern women is that they've lowered their standards to the point where you have a bunch of losers taking advantage of them and then preaching about how to get girls by using this like disgusting tactic. And now all these other men, they're going to follow this advice because they say, oh, this is the easiest way to get girls. Let me do this too. Let me also treat her like garbage and get more girls. And it creates this cascading cycle of degenerate men creating more degenerate women, and then more degenerate women creating more degenerate men. And so like the cycle never ends. And so forget about what women are doing. Why don't you stop the cycle and start with yourself? Why don't you focus on building more traits of yourself? Because you're creating this environment for women to be more promiscuous because of you're not even developing any responsibility yourself, because oh, if I sleep with her, it's fine because she's not going to be my wife one day. I'm going to forget about her. If she gets pregnant, oh, I'm out, bro, I'm doing the dash real quick. This is the mindset you have. You don't even have any responsibility. You're not taking any responsibility. You're not even taking yourself seriously, trying to become a father. Why don't you rise up? Because women have it rough. Modern women have literally been brainwashed by society to lower their standards because one, slut shaming is not around anymore, so like I'm not, you could do whatever you want with you, they could do whatever they want with their lives, but the problem is when there's no repercussions for their actions, when they're not called out for being a 304, they're going to keep doing this behavior. They're going to keep sleeping around, being more promiscuous because there's no repercussions for it. They're not going to be called out for it. And so they'll just keep doing it as long as they want. There's birth control that chemically castrates women. That once a woman is on birth control, there's like research that shows that it literally alters her drive, her sex drive, where she does not want a high quality man anymore. She would much rather sleep with a loser just because she knows she can't get pregnant anymore. She doesn't need to worry about sleeping with like some masculine dude. There's absolutely no risk for you to be sleeping around, and why would you? take that choice? Why wouldn't you want to sleep around more? Like, logically put yourself in the woman's shoes, bro. If you know that every single person you sleep with and there's zero absolute chance for you to get pregnant by them, then why not just do it? Like, that's of course putting stuff for a lot, putting everything aside, putting God aside, putting your morals aside, and just chasing after your own selfish desires. You would fold, bro. And all this compounds on top of each other, creating damaged women. And you can argue with me all you want, but the statistics shows that the more a woman is promiscuous, the more she sleeps around, the more damaged she becomes. And so when it's time for her to finally find a man who will become her husband one day, who will take care of her, who will take care of her children, who will provide for her and actually give her love, she can't find them anymore. It's really ridiculous because in our generation, women, little things, bro, little things like opening the door for your woman, opening the car door, opening the restaurant door, letting her be the passenger princess. These little things that are so insignificant that would have been the standard like 30-40 years ago are now what woman craves, bro. Like, woman really wants to be a passenger princess. She wants you to open the door for her, but because of the sexual revolution, because of men going their own way, because of women going their own way, now that they don't even have that privilege anymore, because now men are brainwashed thinking, oh, this woman has no value, so why would I take care of her? And women are thinking, I can do everything a man can do, so why would I need a man? God says that good men are for good women, good women are for good men, bad men are for bad women, and bad women are for bad men. And what that means is the type of person you are, the type of character you are. If you're the type of person who just wants to hit it and quit it, not take any responsibility if there's a child on the way, because you haven't developed the characteristics of becoming an actual man, a high value man, then you deserve the women who are also at that level, who are also just sleeping around, who have nothing going for themselves, who are also like portrayed by the media, who have no value. So with that mindset alone, why do you think women don't want you? When you're being promiscuous and you're sleeping around too, you're going to attract the same type of woman. And then you want to go around saying, oh, all women are bad, all girls are the same. When the problem is you're acting like this certain type of low value man. So you're going to attract the type of woman who belongs to you. When I say bad men and bad women, it's not like saying like they're bad people to say. It's the type of actions they do, the type of like they have no sense of morality, they have no sense in their faith in God, that they're just gonna do whatever they want in their life because, oh, I feel good when I sleep around, I feel good when I take drugs, I feel good when I stay out of shape and eat a bunch of junk food, play video games all day. So these are bad people because you have bad characteristics. You know, society says, oh, don't say that people are bad. That's bad to label people. But honestly, we need to do that more. We need to be labeling people as bad, slut shaming more, because this is what our society has come to, for not calling out degeneracy, for not calling out people who just want to go and follow their selfish desires. This is the world we live in now, where men and women can't find quality partners in life. If it's not broke, then don't fix it. You know, we had no problems in life finding a quality partner, finding people to date before like this whole sexual revolution, before feminism, before the red pill. We had absolutely zero problems, and now people just want to throw everything away, forget about tradition, forget about the standards you need to set for yourself, just follow your heart's desire and sleep around with as many people as possible. Look where we've come to. And so instead of complaining, instead of saying women are the enemy, women have no value, women don't even know what to do with them, women can't even provide because they don't even want to cook, they don't want to clean, they don't want to raise the family. Instead of doing all that complaining like a little boy, why don't you take responsibility and increase your level of standards for these women? Increase the level of standards within yourself and become a better man. Taking responsibility, building discipline, becoming a leader, and actually showing the world that this is not how the world is supposed to work. That's when you start making a change in the world. Because let's be real, bro, if any girl texts you right now saying, I just broke up with my mans, do you want to come over? You're not going to decline, bro, because I know you. Dudes are literally so easy when it comes to sleeping around. So why don't you change that? Why don't you make it so that the only way to actually get your attention, to actually make you want to be with this woman, is by developing standards, because you sleeping around with random women is damaging them, and once they're damaged, other men aren't gonna want them. So it's like you're part of the problem, honestly. Once you take on the roles of a traditional man, someone who will reject degeneracy, somebody who actually fears God, somebody who actually wants to raise a family, wants to actually take care of the woman they're seeing, making sure that she doesn't need to work so that she's at home taking care of their kids. And of course, a woman can do whatever they want. I'm not saying that she has to stay home, she has to like take care of the kids. If she wants to work, let her work, but it's not your job to be shifting the blame when you know you can be a better man yourselves. And naturally, what you'll find is that the woman you attract will be of higher standards, of higher quality. Because imagine you were a woman and you have the choice of meeting two dudes to marry one day. And you see one dude who has no purpose in his life. All he does is play video games. All he does is eat junk food. He's not even fit. He has like 25% body fat. He has nothing going for himself. He's kind of like balding too. And he's like stuck in this like dead job, making what, $2,000 a month, compared to another man who's actually fit, who has something going for himself, who's like dedicated to his purpose, making more money so that one day he can splurge on his future wife. Which one are you going to choose? You're not going to choose this first dude, because this first dude is a loser. Why would you want to be with a loser? Because if the father of your children is a loser, you're going to raise a bunch of loser kids. So naturally, you're going to want the dude who's of quality, who actually will be able to take care of your kids. And once you do that, you will create other men. You will influence other men to do the same. And when they're doing the same, that's when we'll actually start making a difference, to actually change. But it literally all starts with you, what you're doing now. So stop blaming women. Stop seeing women as the enemy, and actually make a change. Make a change in yourself, because you are part of the problem.